Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
7:31, 37 degrees outside, and we have received 60 hundredths precipitation in the past 24 hours as of 7 o'clock this morning. Kind of surprising. Must have rained a little harder during the night, which is good news. Makes cattlemen happy. And we have a cattle guy on the line here.
We do.
Drew from Broken Bow and Burwell Livestock. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, man.
How's it going out your way?
I'll tell you what, it's wet, and that's a blessing.
It really feels good to have water hit your face, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. We'll take that any day.
You bet, you bet. Well, tell us what's happened at the barns and what's going to happen, if you would, please.
Yeah, last week we had 2 big days. Both Broken Bow and Burwell had big runs of feeder cattle. Broken Bow we saw right at 3,000 walk through the door, and Burwell we had 3,500 head of feeder cattle. Had weigh-up cows in Burwell on Friday. Kind of give you a recap on what we got done there. Burwell on the weigh-up cow market, the high-yielding cows was anywhere from 63 to 85. The middle cut of the cows was 50 to 63.5. Poorer cows was anywhere from 47 to 49. Heiferettes was anywhere from 81 to 115, and the bull market was anywhere from 87 to 116, and we saw right at 600 head of weigh-up cattle there in Burwell. Back to the calf market, last Thursday, had a real nice run of those feeder cattle. Go through the Broken Bow barn. I'll give you a little recap on what the market was like there. We had some 460-pound steers at 245 and a quarter. Had some 530-pound steers at 236.75. Had some 607-pound steers at 211. Had some 691-pound steers at 204 and a quarter. And had some 558-pound steers at 215. In the heifer division, we had some 511-pound heifers at $1.98. Had some 556-pound heifers at $2.18. Had some 640-pound heifers at $1.89. Had some 627-pound heifers at $1.98, and had some 635-pound heifers at $201.5. And called that market very active there, and buyer demand was strong with good attendance at the sale. Burwell on Friday, give you a recap on the feeder market there. We had some 458-pound steers at $242.50. Had some 87-pound steers at $253. Had some 552-pound steers at $235.50. Had some 622-pound steers at $214, and had some 732-pound steers at $1.95. And in the heifer division, we had some 589-pound heifers at $190.50. Had some 655-pound heifers at $1.83. Had some 484-pound heifers at $1.98. Had some 639-pound heifers at $1.75, and had some 537-pound heifers at $192, and that market was very active, and the buyer attendance was very strong there in Burwell as well. This week, got 2 special weigh-up sales. Got a special weigh-up sale in Broken Bow on Thursday. Expecting right around 800 head there, and then we got a special weigh-up sale in Burwell on Friday as well. I'd like to remind everybody the Mitchell Angus production sale, having a complete dispersion on the registered cows, so the Mitchell Angus sale, and that's scheduled for this Wednesday, and we're going to have that sale pretty much regardless of what the weather's going to do. So if you got any questions, give us a call, 308-872-1105. If you go online to burwelllivestock.com, burwelllivestock.com, and look at all the consignments and scheduling and see what we got going there.
All right, Drew. Thanks a lot, and I hope we'll talk to you again, but Merry Christmas to you and everybody at both Burwell and Broken Bow Livestock Barns. We appreciate what you guys do.
Well, Merry Christmas to you guys, and I'd also like to give a shout-out to our crew there at both Broken Bow and Burwell Livestock. I know we have a lot of special cattle sales over the holidays, and we're looking at having 4,500 head of bred cows between Christmas and New Year's. And, those guys, they have to work in all kinds of weather, and we really appreciate everything that our employees do for us.
All right, appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Drew Gaffney, of course, giving you the lowdown on what's happened and what will be happening as far as livestock sales go at Burwell and Broken Bow. Great barns, great people. Love working with them. Brent.
Yes, Dave.
Before we get too far into everything, I want you to know. Did you read The Scarlet Letter when you were in school?
Yeah, I believe I did. Yes.
Do you remember the show that came out many years? You've probably seen reruns of it. It's called Branded.
Oh, with Chuck Connors.
Yeah.
Yes, I have seen a few episodes of Branded. Yes. The old Western, what was it, a half hour, I think?
Yeah.
Western, yeah, sure. I know what you're talking about.
He was accused of being a chicken at the Custer's Last Stand.
Yeah.
And, of course, The Scarlet Letter, that's a classic epic that it's about, tagging people for things they did or didn't do. And I'm experiencing that as I went around yesterday. I received some words of, heckling, if you want to know the truth.
This goes back to Saturday, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Losing my arm wrestling match with Lindsay Diven Cook on Saturday night.
You got beat by a girl.
Well, she's tough. I think.
I believe that, yeah.
She's tough, and she caught me off guard.
Well, that's why, but, let's be honest. What got you in? There's a bigger lesson to be learned here. What got you into that predicament? Greed. That's what it was. That's what got you into the predicament, was greed.
Well, I was just thinking about some of the high-profile people in our lives that we read about and hear about on the news every day, and greed seems to be all right for them. And I just thought I'd give it a try, and it backfired on me.
Yeah, see how it turned out?
I'm going to get through this, but it's not going to be easy. And
you did pay off your debt, though, right?
Well, I did, but that's the thing.
Okay.
We need to get a lot of people on the breakfast show today and really pick up sales here because, I didn't plan on losing that money, and it's coming out of the business account. And
well, I tell you what, just put a tip bucket out here as our guests walk in this morning. See if anybody helps you out.
Well, having some car troubles, and with that unexpected loss on Saturday, going into the new year is going to be a little rough.
Yeah. Well, here's an idea. Maybe you could apply for a grant from the Custer County Foundation.
I don't know if Lindsay would consider that. I mean, I get along with him pretty well, and I have no hard feelings towards Lindsay. She surprised me. She's tough, quick. I was overestimating myself.
Well, you should have known you were in trouble the minute she quickly accepted your invitation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because she didn't even think about it. From what I understand, she didn't even think about it, right? She just said, oh, yeah, let's go. I'll arm wrestle you.
Is there if there are any elections coming up in the near future? Because I'd like to run for.
I don't know.
I'd like to run for an office of some kind and have people send me donations. To run for that office. And that's about as quick a way to raise money as anything these days. You get these.
You got to be careful though with the way you use that money. Some people have found that out.
Well, some have not.
Well, true, but I think there have been a few that have.
A few. Anyway.
Yes.
Today on Casey and I, you'll hear the Arcadia kindergartners. And on KBBN, the Sumner Eddyville Miller kindergartners. Now, yesterday they were switched around. They were on Casey and I, KBBN, the other way around. So it gives you a chance to catch them if you didn't hear them. I'll tell you, too, that there was enough of the SEM kids that we'll go into about the 8 o'clock hour tonight with some of those interviews that Emily has done with the kids. And then tomorrow we'll start with Sargent and Taylor on KBBN and Anselmo Myrna on KCNI, and then switch that around the next day.
Wonderful.
So that's the schedule. Also today, on this Tuesday, from 1 until 2 on KCNI, Bruning Bank, bringing you solid Christmas music. There may be some of those interviews and a few commercials in there, but all Christmas music from 1 until 2. And also Clips and Curls from 3 until 4. So we have 2 hours of solid Christmas music today on KCNI.
Mm-hmm.
Brought to you by those great businesses. And if the weather's okay, we'll be going to Varney Health Mart tomorrow for a remote and find out what they have on the shelves for Christmas gifts.
Sounds good.
And I think that's the immediate things that are in front of us here. We got a lot of guests coming in. Logan should be in any time. We also be talking with Mark Stock. On our schedule today is Click Family Healthcare as well, Off-Broadway Assisted Living, and Team Physical Therapy. So if we get that jar up, put it on the table out there for donations,
Oh, yeah.
we'll probably be in pretty good shape after today.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, Henry over in Callaway outbid everybody in the silent auction for the breakfast show. So he won the breakfast show on Saturday.
Oh,
So we'll be going over to Callaway someday when Henry has something, or he'll be coming here, something that he wants to promote.
wonderful.
A lot of demand for the breakfast show the other night. It was
Yeah?
fun. I had a lot of people say I bid.
I say we go there.
That's what I told him.
Yeah.
You know, have a pizza and
Yeah.
broadcast from there. It kind of gives you that.
Drinks.
Yeah. Ocean feeling while you're in there. Maybe pull out a surfboard with wheels on it and go up and down
cool.
inside the bar there. Anyway, that's the story. You want to play the game?
We can.
Oh, before we do that,
Before we do that.
let me just get those birthdays taken care of.
Okay.
Judy Broman celebrating a birthday today. What a wonderful lady. And Greg Gottschalk is celebrating his birthday today. And if you're celebrating a birthday, any of you out there, you're celebrating with Taylor Swift.
Oh, how old is Taylor?
She's just 33.
33.
Prime of her life. She's won more awards than any other pop/superstar around.
Really?
Well, of the American Music Awards.
Oh,
Yeah. Jamie Foxx,
yes.
55 today.
Very talented.
Yep. Dick Van Dyke,
Oh, wow. Okay.
known for his sitcom The Dick Van Dyke Show, Mary Poppins, Bye Bye Birdie, and many others.
Diagnosis murder.
Yeah, that's another one. And he is 97 today.
Wow.
And he still does volunteer work at food places and helps feed people.
That's great.
Great guy. Randy Owen is the guitarist for the country band Alabama.
Yep, lead singer.
73 today. That band. one of
Wow, really? 73?
Yeah, I think all those guys are, long in the tooth. And Ted Nugent today,
Yeah.
the Motor City Madman, hit 77 today.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry, 74.
Oh,
74. He released Cat Scratch Fever in 77.
okay.
One of Pat Linder's that we would play for him every
Yeah.
once in a while. All right. Now, do you want to play the game?
We can. We're asking questions about Christmas trees. So here's your question for today. What British monarch was directly responsible for the English-speaking world adopting the Christmas tree as a traditional part of the Christmas celebration? Was it Queen Victoria, Henry VIII, Queen Elizabeth I, or King Edward II? What British monarch was directly responsible for the English-speaking world adopting the Christmas tree as a traditional part of the Christmas celebration? Was it Queen Victoria, Henry VIII, Queen Elizabeth I, or King Edward II? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
What are they winning today?
That's Tumbleweed Day.
Oh, that's right. It's Tuesday, Tumbleweed Day. So a tumbleweed meal on the line here at 872-2801. The Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow wishes everyone a very Merry Christmas and holiday season. Do you need a place for your holiday get-together, party, or family reunion? Remember the Tumbleweed Cafe Party Room. Pair the spacious room with their delicious home-cooked meals, and you've got a stress-free, fun way to host your get-together. Call the Tumbleweed to book today at 308-872-5454. They'll be closed Christmas Eve at 2 and on Christmas Day all day. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from the Tumbleweed Cafe. And we have a caller on the line. Didn't get a chance to talk to them before, so let's find out who we have here this morning. Who do we have on the air?
This is Margaret.
Margaret, how are you doing?
Good. Glad it wasn't icy this morning.
Yeah, walking outside was a pleasant surprise. It was 37. I think that's as cool as it got last night. So we just got the good wet stuff, didn't we?
Yeah, that's what we needed.
That's exactly what we needed. Well, here's Brent with the question.
Okay, what British monarch was directly responsible for the English-speaking world adopting the Christmas tree as a traditional part of the Christmas celebration? Was it Queen Victoria, Henry VIII, Queen Elizabeth I, or King Edward II? What do you think?
Queen Victoria?
You're right. Yes, it was Queen Victoria. And because you've answered correctly, we have a certificate that's going to get you a tumbleweed meal at the Tumbleweed Cafe. So come on out and see us.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks,
Thank
Margaret.
you.
Have a super day.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. 7:47 is your time. Good to have you along.
The music to get your day started right.
I listen every morning.
The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Creedence Clearwater Revival. Logan Gerardin in the studio, right on time. How you doing, Logan?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
What's wrong, buddy?
Well, nothing's wrong. It was a long weekend
Oh,
with the foundation gala and all that stuff. And then Sunday, I got called from a buddy to see if I wanted to go to Lincoln with him. I thought, why not? I mean, I didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
It was early, so we get just past Grand Island.
Mm-hmm.
His car breaks down.
Oh, no.
And that was not fun. Interstate, super busy. So he gets out. We, figure out that, well, there's some serious problems here. So he digs around in his trunk, pulls out two topless women, sets them on the side of the interstate.
Oh, my gosh. Really?
Yeah.
Just had him in the trunk?
Yeah, they were his emergency flashers.
Oh, alrighty then. Oh, you have a flasher with you.
I do. And if he would have had one of these with him,
Yeah.
he would not have needed.
Hey, those are nice.
So you think
Whoa.
that's
Be
pretty
careful
right?
be careful where you're
Check
shining
this
that.
out.
Oh, then it blinks red.
Ah,
Look at that.
Yes.
Wouldn't have had to get the girls out.
Exactly. This would have been so much easier. A lot less maintenance. I mean, just a lot cheaper in the long run.
Oh, very much so. Great Christmas present, too.
Very great Christmas present.
I'm talking the flashlight.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got some emergency capable supplies.
You bet.
And they're magnetic, so you can stick them on a trunk, you can stick them on a road sign, about anywhere. Think of it as like a rechargeable flare.
Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but if you're in a car that you're not as familiar with as you should be, sometimes it's hard to find the flasher button in the car. Where's it at? And you really need to have a flashing light on right away. So there it is right in your glove box.
Yes, and they are rechargeable. So you just plug them in with the USB.
Nice.
To recharge them.
Yeah.
Or to keep them charged up. So be a great tool to have in a calving truck too.
It really would. Just nice and bright.
Looking at this is one that, I mean, let's face it, occasionally we drop a flashlight, okay? At least I do. And this baby looks durable.
Yeah, if you drop that one, it's probably not going to break.
Yeah.
It's I think it's aircraft grade aluminum or steel or whatever.
Remember when you'd have,
the mag light that weighed 14 pounds?
Yeah, well, to get more light, you had to get a bigger light.
That is true.
And now, I mean, here's this thing that's not all that big, and man, the amount of light it puts out is crazy.
Yeah, so it's a flashlight and the work light combo.
It's heavy, too. It's very durable. I mean, yeah, you're right, Brent. This is solid.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, wow, look at the light that puts out. Back in the day, you'd have the flashlight, and man, if you dropped it, it was over.
Yeah, if you dropped it, you're done for.
Yeah.
So these are LED, so they've got the LED lights in them, which don't have a filament.
Mm-hmm.
They don't burn out, so they're made to be abused.
Yeah.
They're not going to be a one and done type of deal.
Does it extend?
Yeah, just pull it apart.
Oh, wow.
Wow, right.
Oh, yeah, you want it facing away from you.
Yeah. So that's what turns it on the side light.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what turns on the work light portion of it.
Nice.
So the one you've got in your hand is the rechargeable version.
Mm-hmm.
We do have just the regular battery operated. Takes 4 or 5 AA's.
Okay. All right.
So
Great Christmas gift and a very good safety tool for a lot of different applications.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. With this weather coming in, I would much rather have a flashlight and never need a flashlight than need the flashlight and not have the flashlight.
Oh, how aggravating is that? Trying to change a tire in the dark
Yeah, that's no fun.
or finding something in the trunk, in a winter storm or something like that. That's a great unit to have along with the blanket and some water and so forth.
Yep.
If you're gonna travel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so those are available at AeroSeed, and I'm sure you've got some other things that are great gifts for Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing fits under a Christmas tree better than a new grill.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it in there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it might not quite fit in Brent's stocking behind him, but it'd be close.
Oh, yeah.
You could get a lot of stuff.
We could make it fit.
Oh, yeah. You could get a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah. So what, you have all the grills in stock?
We do.
Okay.
We do. And the cool thing with them is my 3-year-old son can start them. So there's nothing to it.
Yeah.
Don't let the fact that it's a charcoal grill scare you, because it's not like your run-of-the-mill, everyday kettle-style charcoal grill that takes forever to start and heat up and cook on.
And if you get carried away with the starter fluid, then you taste starter fluid for a while in your hamburgers.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have that chance.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Nope. So we've got 3 different sizes. We've got the small one, the medium one, and the big dog.
Okay. All right. Those are in stock. Is there some things on the floor like flags and different things?
There is. Becky's done a really good job. So we've got the mailbox covers that are magnetic that are a one size fits all, I I think we'll go with that.
All right. You can find out if you go in the store.
Yeah, if you want to stop in and take a look, feel free. Just I think they're one size fits all. Then the garden flags, the decorative winter, fall type of decor. We've got the stands for them. We've got all the accessories for them too.
And also, of course, you love the birds at Arrow Seed, so you've got seed and accessories for them as well.
Yeah, we've got bird feeders. We've got a bunch of different styles. A bird feeder, if you want to get really specialized or really into it, you can get different size openings in the bird feeder, so you can feed different types of bird seed. Different types of bird seed brings in different types of birds.
And it's fun to see the variety out there this time of year.
It is, and with this weather coming in, they're going to be looking for handouts.
Yeah, yes. And is there anything cooler than a cardinal pair hanging around the house eating that seed when there's snow on the ground?
No.
It's beautiful.
No. So I dumped out. We moved out into the country, and I dumped out an old bag of black oil sunflower seeds, and it's amazing just the different animals and birds and stuff that have been at that pile of food.
So that's a gift that will keep on giving.
Yep.
And then also, you have gift certificates, I think, as well.
We do. Those are the one size fits everybody. I mean, it's universal.
Yeah, because if you put a dollar amount, they can come in and kind of select what they want. Maybe it is a grill. Maybe it's a flashlight.
Exactly. Yeah. The gift certificates, there's no limits. Everything, use it on anything. If you want to buy some garden seed, buy some garden seed.
Yeah. Okay, so you're set, and let's talk about your hours. You got good hours anyway, so you're on your regular hours, and then talk a little bit how you're going to do the holidays.
Holidays, we will be closed on Friday, which would be, I believe, the day before Christmas Eve.
Yeah, the 23rd.
The 23rd.
Big Friday.
And then the 26th, which would be that Monday, I think we're closed.
Okay, so Friday, Monday.
Yep, Friday, Monday, and then it'd be the same that following week on New Year's Eve. I'm pretty positive that it's a closed Friday through Monday.
And then you guys open up the doors at 8?
8 a.m.
And 5:30?
Correct.
All right. Saturday's half day, but
Saturday's
during those holidays,
Saturday's till noon, except over the holidays, we won't be open on Saturdays.
Get your shopping in.
Yeah, get it done now because the time is...
It's coming short.
It's going to be here very quickly.
Yeah, it is.
I know you have ice melt, too, by the way.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Brent. That was the other thing I was going to talk about. We do have a lot of ice melt, and it's in the convenient shakers.
Yes, it is.
And there is nothing worse than going out and going, oh, hey, it's icy, and then you're looking straight up in the air going, oh, that's where the ice is coming from.
Yeah, or going to one of those containers to go out and spread it around and realize it's empty.
Yep, that's the other.
Yeah, then you got to skate your way out and try to get somewhere to get this. You need to get it now.
Yeah, exactly. And we do have the pet friendly. We've got, it's called Winter Paw, so it's a little bit safer, a little bit less rough on your four-legged friends.
Brent, did you get the pet friendly? Because
I did not. No.
Well,
I don't have
cats
a pet. I don't have a pet.
Yeah, but our cats come over there sometimes.
Okay.
Don't you want to watch out for our kittens?
Well, I'm wishing I would have got that now, because if his cats do come over to my place uninvited but hurt their little paw, he's going to sue me.
Probably. Yep.
How did you know that?
See, I've been working with you long enough, my friend.
So, there is that option if you want to be the great neighbor. If you know your neighbors have pets that might wander outside of their preferred range, you can get the Winter Paw ice melt, which, like I said, it's safer and it's just a little bit more friendly for the
for their little paws.
Yeah,
that other will sting their little paws, and two of our cats have, like multiple fingers. They have extra paws.
Oh.
Well, that's just it. So, I don't know if you guys have seen the new movie coming out about a bear.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You know which one I'm talking
I know
about.
which one you're talking about. I've heard about it. I haven't seen a preview of it. But
So I saw a trailer for it.
yeah.
And this bear was able to talk, and it goes, "Hey, I'm a bear. This is what I do." I'm like, well, this is all right, whatever. And the guy on the other, that he was talking to goes, "Hey, bear, why the big paws?"
Logan Gerard, ladies and gentlemen, Arrow Seed News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. We have brand new data on inflation. The Consumer Price Index increased 7.1% over the last 12 months. That's a little better comparing to 7.7% in October. And it makes for the fifth straight month of improvement. Though prices are still high, energy and gasoline are decelerating. Shelter and food still on the upswing. What's next? CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
The inflation report really does underscore the fact that prices remain high, and accordingly, the Federal Reserve is going to act. When they conclude their meeting tomorrow, it is likely we're going to see another 0.5 percentage point increase, adding to the Fed funds rate.
And interest rates are approaching their highest level since 2007. Again, the Consumer Price Index increased 7.1% over the last 12 months, an improvement of 7.7 in October. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Nebraska news. Nebraska looks to be in store for a major blizzard through Thursday morning, impacting travelers in western Nebraska with potential closures anticipated throughout the state. The Nebraska Department of Transportation said that crews are prepared for the first major snow event of the winter season. The Nebraska Department of Transportation said while the forecast could fluctuate, concerns are high. Potential for heavy snowfall coupled with sustained high winds creating low visibility, especially out in the Panhandle. The system is working its way through the state and will continue through Thursday morning with blizzard conditions expected through Wednesday into Thursday morning, and travel after 6 p.m. in those areas is not advised. Motorists are encouraged to adjust or delay any travel as this major system moves through the region. The Nebraska Department of Transportation crews will be out to clear the highways as weather allows. The winter storms look to impact much of western portions of Nebraska with the potential for significant snowfall coupled with high winds along the I-80 corridor.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NFL on Monday Night Football, the Patriots outscored the Cardinals 17-0 in the second half en route to a 27-13 win. In that victory, New England improves to 7-6 in the season and takes over the final wildcard spot in the AFC from the LA Chargers. Arizona, meanwhile, falls to 4-9, but a bigger loss for them was starting quarterback Kyler Murray, hurt on the third play from scrimmage, a non-contact injury as he was running. They fear it is a very serious knee injury. He'll have an MRI later today to confirm their fears or not, but it looks like he could have a torn ACL. If that's the case, he's done for this year and will miss part of next year as well. Game of the night in the NBA saw the Clippers top the Celtics 113-93 as LA knocks off the top team in the league. Boston held under 100 points for the first time all season. Game of the night in the NHL, the Rangers beat the Devils 4-3 in overtime. That snaps New Jersey's 11-game road winning streak.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A winter weather advisory will be in effect from early this evening until early Thursday morning. Some rain and thunderstorms likely today, staying cloudy with our high nearing 45. Easterly winds between 15 and 25 and gusting as high as 35. More rain and snow likely overnight tonight with a low around 16. Northwest winds between 20 and 25 and gusting as high as 40. And more showers likely throughout the day on Wednesday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary. Oil keeps going up as the Russia conflict escalates. Get in on the next major oil boom now and help the U.S. with your patriotic investment that can potentially pay you monthly income for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC accredited investor and have at least $25,000 liquid now, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects and a huge tax savings for this year. If you invest in oil, you're allowed to write off nearly 100% of your investment in the first year. Goldman Sachs is projecting oil to go up to $100 a barrel. Call 800-278-7455. Encore Energy is a very active oil and gas operator in its core area of operations. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Get this big tax deduction for 2022. Hurry before it's too late. Call 800-278-7455. That's 800-278-7455.
8:06, 38 degrees outside, so it's actually a little bit warmer than it was an hour ago, which is good. We are going to cool down later today, as you just heard, so we'll enjoy this temperature and moisture we're getting with the fog, mist, and rain under a cloudy sky. Winds are beginning to pick up out of the east, northeast at about 10 to 15 plus miles per hour now. Barometric pressure is really falling. It's at 2942 currently. It was holding there for a while and now dumping out here. Humidity at 97%. High yesterday, 45, overnight low of 37, and as of 7 o'clock this morning, we recorded 60 hundredths precipitation. I don't think we've been able to measure that much for a few months at one time, so it's really, really helping out there. 68 hundredths for the month now. Sunset today at 5:09, sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:57. Here's Brent Apperson.
Nathan Scott from Team Physical Therapy is here. I just want you to know that I had someone text me this morning.
Oh, no.
I've been told something about you.
Oh, no. I was afraid of this.
I understand you're older today.
I am older today. Yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You know, I'm glad it's your birthday because I just have now noticed the T-shirt that you are wearing underneath your Team Physical Therapy pullover, and I'll be honest, if it wasn't your birthday, I may have to leave the room. But I'm not going to do that.
You know, the Packers can have a really off year, but it still doesn't matter because they still beat the Bears twice.
I know.
So.
I know. Just say it. You own us. I know. Aaron reminds us of that every time he plays us. I own you. So anyway, happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much.
And welcome to the show.
Yes.
You've been busy?
Yes. Yeah, we have been. Kind of like I mentioned before we came on air, it's getting to be the end of the year. People have their deductibles met, and I'm all for working the system and getting in and getting things taken care of before your deductible hits zero again. So we've been kind of busy in that aspect. We're also getting to the time of year where you're getting to see some slips and falls on the ice, and last week's weather and maybe the next couple of days are pretty good indicators of that. So it's just getting to be the time of year where we're seeing people, farmers are taking breaks in the fields and kind of starting to slow down a little bit and trying to catch up with their bodies too. So we've been pretty consistently busy. Yeah.
It's funny with the ice. Not funny, actually. It's scary because even if you're aware of it and really being careful, and those shoes are a little warm, or you just all of a sudden your feet go out from underneath you, all things turn bad for a moment there and can turn bad on you. You can injure a lot of different parts of your body when you fall on ice, can't you?
Yes, absolutely. You know, like the other day, it was so slick that even the gravel roads were slick, I was told. And it's got to be pretty nasty for that. You know, not only can injuries come from obviously hitting the ground or whatever when you do fall, we are also caution people heavily after surgeries, specifically shoulder surgeries, because you don't have to fall to injure or damage that shoulder. The first thing you do whenever you start to slip and fall is you start flailing the arms around, and if you're post-surgery, you're supposed to be, in the sling at your side, not moving it. So we really caution people this time of year with things like that going on. So from hitting the ground hard to straining yourself trying to prevent hitting the ground hard, it's not good for our bodies all around.
No. And if you happen to be unlucky enough to go through that, you guys are ready to help.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Yep. We're here. Our hours, we're open 7 to 6, Monday through Friday. So we try to accommodate people as best we can. We've got some time slots so you can get in before work or after work. We're staffed well enough here in Broken Bow that we can do that.
Well, you guys usually talk about sports, but you haven't brought it up yet. But the season is in full swing for winter sports. How's the kids doing as far as injuries go?
Overall, doing pretty well so far. We're just kind of starting to get kicked off with the winter sports season. So I anticipate to see a few more athletes as the season goes on. But we're not too far away from that holiday break that the athletes get, and I encourage people, rest your bodies, because a lot of people have been going all the way through volleyball, cross country, football season, and they always tell people to take a break after football, volleyball, cross country, but the basketball coach is always ready and raring to go and has open gyms that are optional. So it's a good time to try and get that break that bodies have been needing for quite some time. And if it does entail needing to come in and get some treatment and getting checked out by us, we are open. So
okay. So how are you folks handling the holidays for as far as the clinics being open?
Friday the 23rd, we are open until noon, and then we are closed the day after Christmas, the 26th. Right. So, and then the same thing the following week, we're open till noon on the 30th, and then closed the day after New Year's, that Monday. Yep. So that is how we're handling the holidays.
Okay. Well, a while back you were working with my wife, and you were wonderful, by the way, but you did expose in a conversation your age. I don't know if you remember that or not. I think my wife asked you how old you were. I have to honestly say, don't worry about this birthday. It's not that big a deal. You're not that old.
Yes.
You're still in the prime of your life, man.
Well, that's what they say. But I don't know. Anytime you turn a decade older, or cross one of those decade marks, it's just a little bit harder, I suppose.
It kind of does. Yeah. It's all keep it in perspective.
Yes. Someone told me you're only as old as you act, so I'm still pretty young.
Yeah, you are. You are. So, guys, anything else you wanted to bring up today that we didn't talk about?
Nope. I think that covered most of it. We've got our 5 locations in the area, so no matter what part of the listening area you're in, we've got Broken Bow, Callaway, Burwell, Gothenburg, and Kearney. So no matter what area you're listening from, we're not too far away.
All right. On the family side of things, is there some fishing plans of any kind with uncles and dads and so forth?
Well, I know a couple of guys that are itching to get out, and it looks like maybe after a few days here, we'll be putting some ice on. So I think they're itching and ready to go.
Sounds like fun, but be careful, guys. Don't slip and fall, because you'll be seeing Nathan for some treatment.
Yes. Yeah.
Put those cleats on, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas to you and all the staff at Team Physical. You guys do a great job, and I know you're going to be busy right up through the holidays, other than the days you're not open, but you still welcome walk-ins through that period of time.
Yep. In Broken Bow, we're staffed well enough that even if you're in the area and you just had something happen, or you're kind of wanting to get something checked out, feel free to walk in. We'll try and accommodate you as best as we can. We're staffed well enough that we can usually get you in almost right away. So we encourage that if need be.
Okay. Nathan Scott, our birthday boy today.
Yeah.
He's got to go on. I wish you wouldn't have known that.
I was afraid you were going to get a text from somebody.
That's all right. That's okay. Anyway, thanks a lot for coming in.
Yes, thank you guys.
We'll take a time out with these words.
Christmas shopping at Lines Appliance is easy because of one simple word: variety. Don't get them wrong. They love appliances, and they make great gifts. So shop those. But also check out great ideas like coolers, grills, outdoor griddles, smokers, and the fuels needed to make them burn. TVs are in stock, or to make someone on your list life easier, pick up a Shark vacuum. Brand new are electric handheld snow blowers for the season. Happy Christmas shopping from Lines Appliance, Broken Bow.
Visit Varney Health Mart in Broken Bow this week and save 15% off essential oils, diffusers, and aromatherapy products. Their display is laid out beautifully so you can easily read and learn about the benefits of each product. And with 15% savings, there's never been a better time to discover the pluses of them. At Varney Health Mart, holiday shopping is even easier. Not only because the gifts they have, but because they offer free gift wrapping too. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Need stocking stuffers? Geared for Sports and Broken Bow has you covered. This week they're on sale for 20% off. Some stocking stuffers include socks, water bottles, stocking caps, hats, and if you ask Scott, you never know what might fit in the stocking he's thinking of. Finish off your shopping with the help of Geared for Sports. Stocking stuffers, 20% off. Open Monday to Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and on Sundays, noon to 4 through Christmas. Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
We appreciate that. Now, let's dive in and talk about some things that we have on our live read sheets here, and you can hand some of those over if you like, Brent. In the meantime, I have one I wanted to read first thing before we forgot. Don't forget about the Salvation Army's bell ringing. They have a competition this year if you want to get involved. Whoever has the most hours ringing the bell, business, clubs, organizations, nonprofits are all welcome to compete. And you can go online to get yourself set up. You can see what the schedule is and set it up for your employees or for your group. Many ways to register. When registering, be sure to use your business club name so you can receive credit. You can register by calling Mo Hunsberger, Carol Allen, Cheryl Smith, Julie Talene. You can also go to Sandhills Express at the homepage and click on the graphics about the Salvation Army bell ringing, and you'll go and find that chart, get yourself involved. It's not too late, still plenty of time to ring those bells. And remember, when you're out and others are there ringing the bells with the red bucket, drop a little money in because 90% of it stays right here in Custer County to do good things.
A lot of jobs being posted right now on sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the employment page, and among them you'll find that the Nebraska Department of Transportation is currently accepting applications for a highway maintenance worker in Ansley. For a full job description and to apply for the position, go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online state application must be completed. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer. And again, you can see the details of this on the employment page of sandhillsexpress.com.
I really cannot believe that you didn't spend a little extra money and get the Pat Friendly ice melt. My Lord. Prairie Pioneer Center menu today. Their lunch menu includes Sloppy Joe's, carrots, pears, and Jell-O on this 13th day of December. Call them at 872-6121 and let them know you'd like to have a meal today, and they'll have it ready for you at the center. That number again, 872-6121.
Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, they remind you under 65 private health insurance annual open enrollment is now through January 15th. But if you need the policy in place for January 2023, it needs to be done by December 15th. So that's just a couple of days away. There are two important carrier changes for 2023, with Bright Health leaving the Nebraska market and Blue Cross Blue Shield coming back in. So visit with Liana to have all of your questions answered. Appointments can be made by calling 836-2201, 836-2201. Also stop in at the Broken Bow office, see Tina, and see what you can contribute to the Healing Hearts and Family Giving Tree. You can pick an item off of the tree to donate to a family in need during the holiday season. First of the year is always a great time to see if your insurance is the most affordable with the comprehensive coverage that you need. So many weather claims this summer. Some companies are increasing deductibles, so don't be caught surprised when you have a claim. Call Chip in Callaway or Tina in Broken Bow for your home, auto, farm, commercial insurance.
Hi, Bonnie. Emily and Bonnie are out there. Bonnie's waving. By the way, I don't have to get all upset about it. I just think you should have got the Pet Friendly ice melt. That's all.
Well, I kind of figured that
would have been a neighborly thing to do.
Well, you'd think that people would be able to contain their pets instead of allowing them to run all over the neighborhood.
They're cats.
To where I wouldn't have to worry about it.
You ever try to hurt a cat?
Well.
I'd like to talk about the Tumbleweed Cafe for a moment. Been out there frequently because the breakfast is so good.
It is.
That Denver omelet with a side of bacon is really hard to beat, but they have all kinds of omelets, and you can pick and choose from that. Wheat toast, white toast to go along with that. Maybe a glass of orange juice, a cup of coffee. Delicious. Or if you like the egg scrambled, they can do that, or over easy, or with hash browns. It's all there for you. It's right on the menu. And then we went out Sunday. Joan had breakfast. Oliver had breakfast. He had a ham and cheese omelet.
Yeah.
I went for the buffet.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, have you ever? You can go fishing at this buffet.
Oh, really?
For steak and gravy. They got this bin there, and you have to look pretty close because you don't always see the meat because the meat goes down to the bottom of the lake. And you go in there and you retrieve this nicely cooked steak and with buried in that gravy. Oh, Lord. That's good. Little corn, beans with it, mashed potatoes with the peels in there, delicious with butter on top. It's all at the Tumbleweed Cafe, 7 days a week. Now, you might have heard their ad. They are taking some holiday time off, which they well deserve because they are busy, busy, busy and work hard out at the Tumbleweed. They'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all the staff at the Tumbleweed Cafe. And if you go out there on Sunday, do a little steak fishing.
Well said. Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Always offering some special discounts. A lot of them just are because you buy local. Now Roxanne accepts Care credit cards. This enables you to finance hearing aids for over a period of time with lower payments. So ask Roxanne about Care credit cards. And you can do that by giving her a call at 308-384-3852, 308-384-3852. No need to travel outside of the area to get your hearing checked. Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. You'll find them in downtown Broken Bow, located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building. It's the Nebraska Land Hearing Center.
The Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, you did a great job on the live read on that, but I wanted to add that Liana on Saturday night looked devastating.
Oh.
She is hotter than a plate of steaming lasagna. I'm not kidding you. Wow. And I'll tell you the other lady that really just shined.
Okay.
Becky.
Okay.
Blue-eyed Becky.
Oh, from Arnold.
Yeah.
Arnold Becky. Okay, sure.
She was just blowing the place away.
Yeah?
Gorgeous.
Oh, great.
Awesome. And I think she goes across every once in a while because she's right across the street with her insurance business from Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. Probably goes over there and gets a bagel, maybe a mocha, something like that, because right across the street. Delicious. Probably does a little Christmas shopping there, too.
I would think, yeah.
And you can, too. Downtown Arnold. That's in Nebraska.
It is, yes.
Great selection of holiday decor, stocking stuffers, unique ornaments, along with a variety of gifts for all ages. Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts is a historic destination, coffee house, and gift shop, sure to please the coffee connoisseur, shopper, and history buff. And December 20th through the 24th, save 30% off all Christmas decor and ornaments. Be something nice to get for your neighbors, especially since you're probably damaging their cat's paws. Holiday hours, Christmas Eve, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m., close Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., close New Year's Day. Always a great spot for a small gathering for a cup of coffee, cappuccino, or smoothie, and don't forget about their daily baked goods. They wish you a Merry Christmas as well.
Good.
I'm sure Becky's getting ready to go over there right now.
Quality Senior Villages would love to have you join their team. They are looking to hire for all shifts for medication aides and caregivers. Quality Senior Villages is a wonderful healthcare facility to help those battling dementia and Alzheimer's. They offer excellent benefits, including Colonial Life, a paid subscription to Click Family Healthcare for full-time employees, VSP Vision Insurance, and excellent paid time off opportunities. Call Quality Senior Villages at 872-6387 to find out more. You can just stop in if you wish, or you can email with your questions and to get an application to qsvbrokenbow@gmail.com.
The Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce, right here in Broken Bow, it's in Nebraska, are having a Saturday Grab a Passport Day at many businesses. Now, you can get a stamp on all your stores and get put in for a chance to win some chamber bucks. Take advantage of the sales, shop local, and check the last names off your list. So shop Saturday, December 17th, 2022, right here in Broken Bow, which is in Nebraska, from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. at Bow Bootery, Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique, Geared for Sports, Lily Kate Boutique, Ortello Dale, the Country Store, and the Quilting Shack are all involved in a Christmas stroll Saturday, December 17th, 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Take advantage of the Passport program, win some chamber bucks, and shop local. And check those names off your list as you go around and save money and get unique gifts for your loved ones.
All right. Hey, if you have some things that need dry cleaned, we remind you that tomorrow's the drop-off deadline to get them into the Cleaning Shack right here in Broken Bow. Here to help you with your dry cleaning. You'll find them inside the Quilting Shack right off East Highway 2, Broken Bow. Drop-off deadline to get your dry cleaning in is tomorrow by 11:30, so you can have it back the following Wednesday by 3. Don't forget, the Quilting Shack carries craft kits for the kids as well as other gift ideas for the holiday season. Want a perfect gift basket for the crafter or sewer on your list? Well, they'll put one together for you. Sewing machines are in stock, too, for a great Christmas present. Shop at the Quilting Shack in Broken Bow, East Highway 2. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Open on Saturdays from 11 until 4.
Probably should take in some of the fabrics we have to the Cleaning Shack and get those cleaned and ready to try to wipe off the very abrasive salt off of our cats' feet when they go over to your place. Probably have to Cleaning Shack to get those cleaned up after we get that salt on those rags.
So you want to take your cats in to get them dry cleaned? Is that what you're talking about?
I want to get the cloth that we use to clean the cat's paws clean because it's going to have that salt on there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. Well, just don't let them come over to my house.
Well, again, have you tried to hurt a cat? Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership has job openings. A WIC registered nurse coordinator is needed. A Loop City position, I believe. It's highlighted anyway. Is that the way you read it?
Yeah, that would be the way I'd read it, yeah.
All right. Loop City, WIC registered nurse coordinator is needed. In Loop City, full-time position with a starting wage of $45,760 to $49,920, depending on your qualifications. That's your starting salary. And full benefits, health, dental, life, vision, flexible 4-day working schedule, paid holidays, birthday off, employer-matched retirement up to 3%. You must be a registered nurse or registered dietitian, have a valid driver's license, and previous supervisory experience would be very beneficial as well. And if you need an application, contact CNCAP at 308-745-0780, extension 0, or apply online at centralnebraskacap.com. They are an equal opportunity employer. All this information is available, too, on the Sandhills Express jobs page. Loop City position.
All right. You want to keep going?
Well,
I didn't know.
I think we have a guest coming in. All right, let's get that guest in while we listen to these words here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
The Secret Garden is a holiday season secret that can't be kept. They are open Monday to Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, Saturdays 8:30 to 4:30, and Sunday from 1 until 4 until Christmas. Right now, save 10% off 2023 gift certificates, plus 20% off antiques and 15% off greenery. Luke 2, verse 14 says, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men." The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
Loop Basin Public Health Department wants to keep you and your family safe this winter. Protect yourself by staying up to date with your COVID vaccinations, including your booster dose. Getting a booster dose means you will increase your protection against severe disease and continue protecting your loved ones and community against COVID-19. Get vaccinated today by calling 308-346-5795 to book your appointment or check out their social media outlets for more COVID information. Loop Basin Public Health Department wishes you a safe and healthy winter.
Bo's Family Market, formerly Gary Superfoods, your locally owned and operated hometown grocery store. Pick up your favorites this week in the meat department with Smithfield all-natural whole bone-in pork shoulder at $1.59 a pound, or USDA choice boneless top round roast at $3.99 a pound. Grab some Dole Chop salad kits in the produce aisle, 3 for $10. Enjoy lots of holiday baking specials as well with our family 5-pound flour or 4-pound sugar for $2.39. Save big at Bo's Family Market, South B Street in Broken Bow.
This holiday season, the place to be is Sargent. 6 weeks of Jolly Jingle savings are underway. Don't miss out. Make sure you check out the Sargent Chamber of Commerce Facebook page to keep up with what businesses are doing for their open houses each week. Even better, head to Sargent yourself and use those Jolly Jingle coupon books and enter to win a prize of chamber bucks. Jingle your way to Sargent for Jolly Jingle savings going on right now.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
It's the best start to my day.
8:32 is your time. Good to have you folks along. Want to give you a programming note. We will have Mark Stock on here following our next guest interview here on The Breakfast Show. And I would like to introduce our next guest. Dr. Jacobson is here from Click Family Healthcare. And I have a question for you, Doc, right off the top, if you can answer it for me.
Okay.
Is there any chance, with the ice coming on and people using ice melt that is a bit toxic? They have the ice melt so that it doesn't hurt the kittens and dogs' paws, and then you have your regular ice melt. Is there a chance that abrasive could transfer from the animal to a human being and cause any severe damage?
Doubtful. No, I don't.
So
I think
honest.
I think you're okay.
Okay, let me check that off the hazards. Let me just check that off. How you been?
I've been well.
You just never know how your interview is going to start off, do you, Doc?
Well, I thought maybe I have to go back to we need to go back in the corner and start with that rectal exam we talked about before.
I have a bad arm from being beaten in arm wrestling. I don't need to have anything else checked. Thank you, Doc.
Yeah. No, things are good.
Good.
Yours good to see some moisture finally.
Yeah.
I've been telling people we need a good 6 inches of snow just to settle the dust, but this is a good start. Would you say 6,800 or something this morning?
6,800, yeah. 68.
So, that's going to make people feel a lot better, breathe a lot better. Allergies have just been really bad. Still seeing COVID, still seeing influenza. So, I know people have a hang-up about getting the COVID vaccine, which I completely understand, but influenza vaccine's been around forever. And although it's not 100% effective, even if you do get infected, typically it's what we call attenuated. You're not going to have severe symptoms. And if you read the newspaper every day about the surge in hospitalizations from all across the state, that, it's kind of going to be almost like the COVID pandemic was. Hospitals are talking about running out of beds. So, get out and get your flu vaccine. There's still time. People really... January, February really is typically the peak time for influenza.
Yeah.
And so many people say, well, I had the flu. Well, if you had influenza, you have influenza because I always tell people one, you're on a high fever, 2, the truck ran over you, but they backed up to see if they hit you, and then they ran over you again. Bad headaches and body aches and those kind of things. So, we've got them available for our customers and their families for $24.
Okay.
But I know Varney's have them, and the pharmacies have them too. So that's just one thing I would say is get out and get your flu shot.
Yeah, and as you say, it's not too late. I think a lot of us forget that February sometimes can be the worst of the months. January, February, as you said.
Well, and part of that, when they came out with the super booster, the super flu, they started giving them to people in August. So people kind of forget that, well, flu really doesn't start typically until the colder months. And so I think people just kind of forget about it at times. And, the last 2 years, 2.5, 3 years has just been hard for people to believe what they want to believe, when it came to the COVID vaccines and stuff. But, flu vaccines, they're effective, not 100%. Typically, if you look at the average of a 10-year, it's usually between 65 and 75% effective. But that's better than ending up in the hospital. And I always tell people, flu kills old people and young people. So that's really where you want to protect people.
Can we ask you a question? Because with COVID, they have better treatment now. I think if you do get COVID, they have medicines they can apply and lower the risk of, a tragedy. But with flu shots, do they actually, if you get the flu shot and you get the flu, does it help reduce the effect of the flu?
Yes. So that's what I was talking about when we say it's attenuated. Your symptoms aren't near as severe.
Okay.
You can still get them, but instead of being down for a week, maybe you're only down for 2 or 3 days. Instead of having 103 fever, maybe it's 101 fever. You're not quite as, the body aches in that. So that's why I say it's not 100% effective, but yet if you do get the flu after a flu shot, it's typically attenuated. And flu shots, what's going on in America today, or the United States, that's what will be given overseas in their flu season. And then what happens over there, whatever strain, that's what they make the flu vaccine for us. So it's not 100%, but with our mobile society the way we are, it's just people crossing back and forth. So they're getting it pretty effective, I think.
Yeah, sounds good. I think, even if it's 50% effective of reducing those symptoms or reducing the chance you pass along to somebody else, if you could have 50% at the casino, I mean, you would take it.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of the way, COVID, people say, well, I got the COVID vaccine and I got COVID. But the thing that's really was shown with the COVID vaccines is that you may have still got COVID, but you didn't end up in the ICU on a vent. And that's really where the benefit came in. The symptoms were attenuated, so you didn't get as sick. But I think, we kind of talked last month about just common sense. If you're not feeling good, stay home. If you're coughing and slobbering and spitting all over, stay home. Wear a mask. Because you're just out there spreading whatever you have. And, we've really been getting a surge, and I'm sure all medical clinics have, of, I think I've been sick for 24 hours. I think I need an antibiotic. And so we spend a lot of time educating our customers on viral versus bacterial. And the typical virus, 3 to 10 days to run its course. You wake up with a fever, you wake up with body aches. Typically, that's not bacterial, that's viral. So, we do a good job, I think, of educating our people and our customers and keeping them out of the ERs and getting ahead of things. But it's always a battle of re-educating every year that this is viral, this looks viral. I don't see anything on exam that makes me think it's bacterial. So let's treat the symptoms. And it's amazing, probably 3 to 5% of the time we end up doing an antibiotic for a secondary bacterial infection. But our bodies are really amazing in how they handle illness, and can recover quickly.
Now, I don't know if you heard this before or not, Doc, but I've had all the COVID shots. I've had 5, I think. And every time I got a COVID shot, I felt more romantic than before.
Oh, I remember that.
And I'm waiting for the next one to come out. I'd really like to get another one.
Well, one thing I have in our pharmacy in Kearney is the little blue pill, too.
Well, I'm talking just about feeling romantic.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not talking, I want you to be able to complete the task.
I was just talking about romance. Man, I tell you, this guy is so straightforward.
Well, I just want to help. I'm in the business to help people, Dave. I'm always thinking about how can I help.
You sure are.
No, it's one of the things we do in Kearney, which we don't do in Broken Bow, is we do have a pharmacy.
Yeah.
Broken Bow, I have pharmacists across the street. I try to push everything across the street because our job is not to take business out of Broken Bow, is to keep business in Broken Bow. So I always point that out to our customers that, you're better off, let's get you across the street. But it's just this time of the year. I was listening to the physical therapist talking about, deductibles. Everybody wants to get in because they're deductible at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And our clinic, we don't see that because we don't file insurance. Our customers, they may have insurance, but typically it's a $3 or $5 or $7 or $10,000 deductible. So very seldom do they ever hit their deductible. So we're not scrambling at the end of the year. So the first couple of years I was open, I kept waiting for that surge to come, and it just never does because we don't have to deal with that. And I think he said it right, that you have to play the game.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is with health insurance. It's a game, and you have to, if you don't understand the rules, you can't play the game. And so very confusing for a lot of people.
It sure can be. And unfortunately, as you mentioned earlier, our most vulnerable is the young and the old when that system fails, or it makes it difficult. I shouldn't maybe say fail, but makes it difficult to get what you need. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, and people argue, we don't ration healthcare in America. We do every day, unfortunately. Whether it's a prior authorization by an insurance company, whether it's having something priced so out of line with what it costs to produce that product that people can't afford it. Just those kind of things. And that's one of the areas that we really focus on with our customers, is trying to find that cash price that's out there. So whether it's imaging of $380 through a 3D mammogram, or in October you can buy it for $149, or spending $2,000 to $3,000 for an MRI of your knee when you can buy it up front for $469. So those are the things that we really focus on, and finding that specialist that will take cash for people that have high deductibles, because unfortunately when you take insurance, you have so much overhead just to collect the insurance that it inflates the price for everybody else. And what I talk to specialists about is, you're not having to make up that 30 or 40% overhead, so let's get the price down and give people a break, because you got the money today. It goes in the bank. You don't have to worry 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 6 months to get your money. So that's been a big transition over the last 5 years that we've seen in Kearney especially.
Can we switch gears just a little bit?
Sure.
I know this time of year is happy times for a lot of people, but holidays are also a very difficult time for many people as well, some people at least. And I know you focus on mental wellness as well as physical. So you want to talk a little bit about getting through the holidays?
Well, it is difficult for a lot of people. And whether it's isolation, whether it's loneliness, whether it's loss of a loved one, going through that first holiday, this will be the first Christmas without my dad. So it's difficult for people, but what we try to do when our customers come to talk to us is, by having the time to sit and talk about what's going on in their life, we can usually catch that early to help people through it. Because when you have a 15-minute appointment and you come in with a list of 3 or 4 things, you either rush through them or you don't get through them at all. And so our model is that we have that time. And if we don't have the time today, we'll come back tomorrow. It doesn't cost you any more. And, we've talked about this. COVID, we've seen a huge influx of, or a huge increase, not influx, of mental health issues, whether it's depression, anxiety. And we see that same jump around the holidays, especially Christmas. With the economy the way it is, a lot of people money short, and they don't have the funds available, and it's a tough deal right now for a lot of people.
So thanks for talking about that, because it's a little bit of a touchy subject, but it's something we need to be aware of. And I don't know if you know or not, but there has been some very right-minded people here locally that have created a website for people to have a resource to go to reach out and get some help.
Yeah, we're fortunate in our building here that we have a group, Midwest Country Clinic, that rents an office from us. And when they first started 2 years ago, you'd sporadically see them there. But pretty much every day when I come up and talking to Wendy, there are people there pretty much every day throughout the day. And they're very available, so they do a lot in the evenings after school for kids, in the evenings for people who are working, which is what you need. I mean, you have to, when it comes to mental health, you really have to reach out and meet the person where they're at. The old 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 just doesn't work. Right. And if people are struggling to get through work, that makes it even more difficult.
All right. 2023 is coming up. How about the idea that folks come in and talk to you or your staff here about maybe setting something up for a partnership with the clinic for 2023? I know you're getting more and more patients all the time.
We are. We see, since the economy's kind of, we've lost a few people that just simply can't afford the monthly membership, so they're running without anything. But January, with the open enrollment, we've had quite a bit of interest. One of the things that I really focus on is for businesses, small businesses that are having trouble providing benefits for their staff, that for 32 cents an hour, you can provide them with health care. Which is different than providing them with a $3,000 or $5,000 or $7,000 deductible plan, because at that point they can't afford to go to the doctor because it all goes to deductible. So that employer paying $60 a month or paying half of that for the employee, at least they have health care. And that's we're seeing more and more interest, and that's really what I've kind of tried to focus on the last month and a half is how can we get those businesses to understand the benefit that they're actually giving to their employees, because it is a true benefit. The employees may think, well, geez, they're paying $60 a month, but if they come see us versus walking into an urgent care in Kearney, urgent care, last I was told, is now $150 to walk in the door, and then it starts from there. Where $60 a month, will pay for 3 or 4 or 5 months when that person goes to the urgent care.
Okay. We wish you a Merry Christmas and hope that we'll see you next year.
Oh, we'll be back.
Okay.
Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, my dad used to always say.
Yeah, I've heard that one. So, and thanks for the zingers this morning. I really appreciate those.
Well, I just try to help however I can,
Yeah.
I always have you at the top of my list, Dave.
It really makes Brent's day.
Yes, it does.
Well, I'm glad I could bring some Christmas joy.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah, just made my neighbor's month, actually. His Christmas has been complete.
Now, you need to come in and talk about your mental health?
I don't know if you. I don't know if I want to put that burden on. No, it's all good. But the holidays are very special. I hope you have a great holiday with your family and your friends. And
we're looking forward to it. I've always said Christmas is for the kids. So we have an 8-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 7-year-old, I guess, and then a 10-month-old, and then we have another one on the way. So
wow.
My oldest daughter, who is 39, is going to have kids about 14 months apart.
Oh.
So, yeah.
It's going to
But, I mean, I'm happy she did, because when you hit 40, the risk of birth defects just goes through the roof, Down syndrome and that. So everything so far looks great.
Good.
And they're going to be tired, though.
They will be tired. No doubt about that.
It's different chasing kids when you're 22 or 23 than when you're 40.
Yeah, when anybody out there that's a grandparent, you love to see the kids come and visit. And then when they go out the door, you kind of go, wow.
Yeah.
It kind of wears you out.
Yeah, they have a lot more energy than what I remember our kids having.
Yeah, same here. Well, have a good one.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot. We'll take a time out. Mark Stock's coming up.
At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information.
Christmas is getting closer and closer by the second. Come and shop with us at Beau Bouterie. We've marked 25% savings on slippers, socks, tights, leggings, Sabona magnetic bracelets, and leather purses and wallets. Stocking stuffers? Or perfect for that special someone on your list? Or even yourself? Don't forget the Christmas stroll and holiday open house this Saturday. Come see us at Bo Bootery, your home-owned shoe store in Broken Bow.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
Lights are up, trees are decorated, and Bruning Bank's Holiday Open House is coming up. Join us at our Broken Bow location Wednesday, December 14th between 8:30 to 4:30. Also, visit our giving tree and pick up an ornament with items listed for a family in need via Healing Hearts and Families. We are accepting donations now until December 16th. Bruning Bank would like to express our sincere gratitude for your business and wish you a successful 2023. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Well, hello, everybody. Today, we've got some land selling in Hamilton County, Nebraska, folks. Susan McClure is selling some real estate today at 10 o'clock, so please check out that land selling to the highest bidder. We've got some land selling for the Friesen Trust in Reno County, Kansas today as well. That land auction concludes around 12:30 this morning. And we've got land selling in Lewis County, Missouri as well for Wilmer and Catherine Eicher. That real estate auction concludes at 1 o'clock. We do have some machinery that is being sold today as well on some fancy retirement sales. TDC Farms Partnership. They are out of Kirk, Colorado. They've got 137 items that will sell today, folks. Late model equipment, 2018 John Deere S770 Combine, 2019 John Deere 8370R mechanical front tractor, 2008 Kenworth W900 semi-truck tractor. They got 12 row 30 equipment. Late model equipment, folks, a lot of tillage tools as well. Big sale in Kirk, Colorado today. These items start to close here this morning. Also today in Brazil, Indiana, the Low Miller Farms Inc. retirement sale takes place. 32 high-quality New Holland items and Challenger equipment, Freightliner trucks, Kinsey planters, White tractors as well, all selling today on their retirement sale. Then tomorrow, folks, over 3,200 items sell on our Wednesday, December 14th sale. A lot of retirement sales. Aaron's Brothers Farming. They are out of Long Pine, Nebraska. They're retiring. Boy, do they have some nice late-model combines. The Colorado River Indian Tribe, they have got 84 items, and they are out of Parker, Arizona. They got some cotton pickers that are selling on Big Iron. Devin Schott is from Tipton, Iowa. A late-model John Deere four-wheel drive and mechanical front tractor selling on their sale. Dwight Lawrence is retiring, and they are from Burton, Kansas. 111 items selling on their sale. Guthmiller Farms, Tripp, South Dakota, folks. They've got Peterbilt. They've got John Deere. They got Quality selling on their retirement sale Wednesday. Jim Erickson is retiring from Platte, South Dakota. They've got 14 items on their retirement sale. If you are looking for quality equipment, the place to be is BigIron.com. Kevin and Robin Elwood, they're retiring from Plainview, Nebraska, folks. 67 high-quality items. A John Deere 83 45R mechanical front tractor selling. They got a J&M 1131 grain cart. They've got a John Deere S670 combine as well, a John Deere 2623 VT vertical tillage machine, and the list goes on their quality equipment in Plainview, Nebraska, selling on Wednesday. Richard and Karen Min are retiring from Waukon, Iowa, and they've got 169 items on their retirement sale. Stoats Equipment, they're from Bluffdale, Utah, folks. Check out their John Deere S780 combine and their John Deere 8360 RT track tractor that is selling on Wednesday. We've got the T&R Roth Arms Inc. retirement sale out of Gearing, Nebraska. 142 items, a lot of red equipment on that sale. We have got Thomas and Reed Farms out of Montezuma, Kansas. They've got late model equipment as well. They've got a 2019 John Deere S780 combine that is selling. They've got an international semi-truck tractor, quality equipment on their retirement sale. Timothy and Deborah Sanders, their Living Trust retirement sale in Chapman, Kansas, features some quality equipment as well. A lot of seed tending equipment, plus their Case IH Magnum 180 mechanical front tractor and their Tempty grain trailer is selling, and their Case IH 7230 combine will be on their retirement sale. We've just got a long list of equipment, folk, that sells to the highest bidder here on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, folks, the Unruh Hay Company out of Copeland, Kansas. They have 44 items. If you're into haying with late model windrowers and Massey Ferguson square balers, how about check out the Stinger 6500 bale stacker? They've got trucks and trailers to haul it. It's the Hay Company retirement auction for Unruh Hay Company out of Copeland, Kansas on Thursday of this week. Donald and Deborah Euchert, they are retiring, folks. St. Libory, Nebraska, 94 high-quality items. Super nice people. Their John Deere 9570 bullet rotor combine will sell. They've got a Magnum 245 mechanical front tractors. They've got Freightliner Columbia semi-trucks. They got Case IH Early Riser 12-row 30 stacker full planters. Plus, they've got a hand corn sheller collection that is selling. That is something to see. All that equipment sells on Thursday, December the 15th on BigIron.com. It's a big, big sale that day, folks, as well. Marvin Manifold is from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. 50 items on their retirement sale. Late model Gleaner S68 Super Series Combine, John Deere 7930 mechanical front tractor. They got Freightliner semi-truck 16-row equipment. That sale in Sioux Falls, South Dakota on Thursday of this week. It's a big week at BigIron.com. We've got some land selling on Thursday as well. Dial it all up. Go to the Big Iron website for all the latest information.
He is now listed as a guest. Good morning, Jeremy.
Hi, thanks for squeezing me in.
You bet. You bet. That's a really good song by Delbert McClinton, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Did you know Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood do a cover of that? Honey, can you squeeze me in?
Well, that's disgusting. That was for Christy.
I know.
Jeremy, what's up?
Well, I just wanted to pop in and let everyone know that the Lighted Up Decorating Contest entry period, we've extended that by a week.
Oh, good.
And I don't want to assume things, but what I'm assuming is that people are being too hard on themselves when it comes to their Christmas decorations. There's a lot of beautiful Christmas decorations throughout Custer County and 30 miles beyond, hint, hint, wink, wink, Comstock, that have not been entered. And we just feel like that was a travesty. So we extended it a week to Monday by 5 p.m. And if you've got some lights that you worked hard to put on your house, or if you've just got some gorgeous lights that you want some people to see, one picture and your address is all you have to submit. And then you can con your friends and family into voting for you so that you win those chamber bucks and cash.
And they send it to info@brokenbow-ne.com.
Yep, it's the Broken Bow Chamber office email address, and if you'd like any help with that, I'm sure you could call and get some help with that as well, or stop by. Or if you just take a picture with your phone and need help emailing it in, hop in there and they'll help you out in sending that in. But yeah, extended it a week. I've driven around a good portion of the county over the last couple weeks and seen some beautiful lights that we haven't seen entered, so we want to see that. You don't have to go Clark Griswold level.
No.
You don't have to cover your house in lights.
Right. And there's some chamber bucks and cash involved and bragging rights for your display.
Yeah, each winner's going to get a couple $100 just for pointing and clicking your phone.
All right. I also going to make an assumption here real quick. I feel like some of us, not everybody, but some of us are just a little bit behind on Christmas this year.
There was a little bit more of a lag, it seemed. There was only that one. Well, if you didn't get your Christmas lights up Thanksgiving weekend, that weekend after Thanksgiving, after that, we had that cold spell until this past weekend. And then that brought us right up to the entry period date. So, yeah, we extended it a week, and hopefully that gets us some more entries.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I give folks a chance to get involved. And as you said, we've had a little warm weather, had that cold weather, so it has been extended, and you can enter today for the next several days and give yourself a chance to win those great prizes through all these participating business and the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. And we'll thank those businesses a little bit later on in the show. Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Do you have a cat or two, don't you?
Yeah, we got a few cats mulling around, yeah.
You worry about them when you put out that ice melt that gets on their paws if you don't use the pet friendly?
I'm sorry, Brent, but I did buy the pet friendly.
Yeah, because you have a pet, right? Would you have bought it if you didn't have a pet?
That's true. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
I don't know.
If I had a pet, I would have done the same thing.
I gotta say, if I lived in town and didn't have my own pets, I gotta say, when I'm at the store deciding whether I want to buy the pet friendly for a couple of dollars more for the public sidewalk or the non-pet friendly, on the off chance that a cat walks by and gets some ice melt on its paws. I got to say I'm with Brent on this one. It's probably not the first thing I'd think. But the neighborhood cats.
Well, I know. When I'm going to buy my ice melt, I'm going to buy my ice melt yesterday. I don't have a pet.
But what about the squirrels?
Yeah,
and the rabbits.
Yeah, I look at it and the last thing that came to my mind, because I don't have a pet, is Dave's cats might come over. That doesn't enter my mind.
Well, it should. And besides that, you've had a cat in your garage that was captivated in your garage. So cats like to hang around your place.
Did you have a cat get stuck in your garage?
It did, yeah. Oh. Scared me.
Well, yeah, the worst thing is an unexpected cat.
Yes. I walked out and that sounds like a cat. And I'm like, it must be outside.
Right.
And then you see the eyes.
Better than an unexpected possum. I've had a couple of those before. Where I expected the cat to be.
Well, I would just expect that when we look out the window in our neighborhood, there'll be some cats going by with just stubs.
Dave's going to send you a picture of his cat.
They won't even have
stubs. It's just going to
won't even have
burn
paws.
their arms.
He's got
right up to the elbow.
Man, that's some mean ice melt.
You know what I'm going to get from Dave for Christmas?
A picture of a cat licking its paw.
No, I'm going to get served. Somebody's going to come to my
papers.
Yeah, somebody's going to come to my doorstep with a
animal abuse.
And you've been served. I'm going to open it up. Oh, Dave's suing me because I didn't use pet-friendly ice melt.
We will for sure.
Meow.
We will for sure do an application for expanded coverage of that court case.
Get ready, Grant.
That'd be great.
It's going to be a dilly.
Yeah.
News is next.
CBS News special report. Stocks are soaring at the open after the Bureau of Labor Statistics released better than expected numbers on inflation last hour. business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
The headline inflation rate continued to show improvement in November. We see prices are up 7.1% from a year ago. In the previous month, they were up 7.7%.
That's the slowest year-over-year pace since last December. But not everything is improving.
One area that remains sticky in terms of prices is the shelter component of the Consumer Price Index. That accelerated last month. Shelter prices up by 7.1% from a year ago. Now, that shelter increase accounted for nearly half of the total increase in core inflation rate. The core rate excludes food and energy.
While new car prices were up 7.2%, price of used cars and trucks is going down. The Dow is up 697, S&P ahead 104 in early trading. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Nick Cope.
Somber news in the world of college football this morning as Mississippi State announces that Coach Mike Leach died Monday night at the age of 61 following complications from a heart condition. Leach was finishing his third season with the Bulldogs and 21st as a head coach. In the NFL on Monday Night Football, the Patriots shut out the Cardinals in the second half for a 27-13 win, elevating New England to the number 7 seed in the AFC playoff picture. Arizona quarterback Kyler Murray left with a non-contact knee injury on the third play of the game, and ESPN reports there's little doubt it's a torn ACL. NFL media says receiver Cole Beasley is coming out of retirement and signing with the Bills practice squad, but he's expected to be elevated to the active roster before long. The NBA is renaming some of its major awards with names of league legends. Players will be awarded the Michael Jordan Trophy for winning the MVP and the Hakeem Olajuwon Trophy for Defensive Player of the Year.
Here's your weatherology forecast. A winter weather advisory will be in effect from early this evening until early Thursday morning. Some rain and thunderstorms likely today, staying cloudy with our high nearing 45. Easterly winds between 15 and 25 and gusting as high as 35. More rain and snow likely overnight tonight with a low around 16. Northwest winds between 20 and 25 and gusting as high as 40. And more showers likely throughout the day on Wednesday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow loves being your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer. You already know that winter is the perfect time to knock out some projects to prepare for next year, but what you need is Custer Electric and Irrigation by your side. They have some special offerings going on, including driveline conversions, sprinkler packages, and winter maintenance specials. Things get busy when the snow melts and the flowers bloom in spring. Custer Electric and Irrigation can get that work done for you right now. Here's the cool part with winter maintenance. You receive 10% off any part repairs done. If the maintenance pivot has issues next watering season, they honor that same 10% parts discount all season long. Even more exciting is that they are offering special pricing if you get it done before the end of the year. There's never been a better time to get that maintenance knocked out. Discounts save you money, and then you already have it done when spring rolls around. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer in Broken Bow. Call today at 872-7786, follow them on Facebook, or visit CusterEI.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation, experience the difference.
It is 9:08. It's 37 degrees outside. So far, the temperature has been very consistent. 37, 38 is what we've seen. But we are going to see that cool down later on today. And so now they're talking about, slick surfaces and so forth coming up. So watch for that. Cloudy skies right now. Winds out of the northeast 10 to 20 miles per hour. Barometric pressure continues to fall at 2941. And our high yesterday, by the way, was 45. Was 37 when we got here this morning, so it did stay pretty warm. 60 hundredths precipitation is the good news today. Speaking of good news, Jessica Burnett is here from Off-Broadway Assisted Living. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. You never know when you wake up in the morning, Jessica, what you're going to run on, into, and
it's a struggle.
Everything seemed normal and right, and everything was okay, and then I found out my neighbor across the way isn't using toxic ice melt for pets.
Nice.
And their paws may be damaged, and they like to go over there for some reason, so I don't know.
Maybe your neighbor shouldn't feed them.
I don't think he does.
Are you talking about this neighbor?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that would be correct. Yeah, I don't feed your cats.
That's probably a good thing. under the circumstances.
I'm sorry, I didn't think about the pet-friendly ice melt because I don't have any pets. So it didn't register in my mind that, oh, well, Dave's cats come over from time to time. It didn't register, so I'm sorry.
Willow is a friend of yours, and you know it. Jessica, how's things at Off-Broadway?
Doing great. Busy, but doing great. And we
Good.
don't have any cats, so
You don't have to deal with that.
no.
I bet you go put some ice melt out
Yes,
from
we
time
do,
to time, though.
but now I'm going to have to go check it out.
Yeah, you have to check out what kind you're using now.
I don't know how many pets you'd have right around there, but you might have a few.
Yeah, to be honest, I've never seen one, so like roaming around. So,
The highway is not real friendly right there for pets.
yep. We have family and friends that bring pets in, but they're usually being held. So,
Oh, they can do that?
yes, yeah, yep.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yep, as long as they're on a leash and they can be held and they don't. Yeah, they absolutely.
Well, that's a big deal for some people. Yeah. So, Christmas party's still going on. You've had some celebrations.
Yeah,
How's
so
it-
tomorrow we are having a free movie at the movie theater for anyone that would like to come. The movie's called The Forgotten Carol. It looks really good. It will be at 2 p.m. at the Fox Theater, and it's free admission for anyone who wants to attend.
Okay. Very nice of you to do
Jody,
that.
I, and Kim will be doing the popcorn and concessions and helping Tanya out, and so, yeah.
Sounds fun. Get in the Christmas spirit, have some popcorn, and
That's right.
enjoy the show. What time is that again?
Yes, it's at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday the 14th at 2 p.m., and it's called The Forgotten Carol. Starting at 2, it'll be about 4 when it gets done. So,
Okay.
yep.
All right. Well, we've been talking about how over time you filled a lot of positions there at Off-Broadway, and I know that you had 1 or 2 positions that you were working on. Can you give us a status report on that?
Yes, so we have a part-time maintenance. So if you're looking for something part-time, it can be any age. I mean, if you feel like you can help with this maintenance that happens at our facility part-time, we would love to have you. If you're retired and need a little extra income, it would be a perfect fit for you as well. Just come in and speak to Jody and fill out an application, and we can see what happens from there. We also have a part-time cook. That position's available as well. And then we do have the resident service coordinator, must be licensed with the state of Nebraska and needs to be an RN. If you are interested, we encourage you to give Jody a call. Or you can stop in and get an application, or you can also email administrator@offbroadwayapartments.com and speak to Jody that way as well. So,
Okay.
yes.
All right. We're really getting into winter big time, but I imagine if somebody out there has decided they would like to come and take a look at some apartments, some suites, that you'll still work with them on that.
Absolutely. We still have the referral, as well as we have some offers on the plate that if you know of somebody, or if you are 55 years and older and would like to, it's either independent or assisted, we would love to have you come join our family. You can just give us a call at 308-872-2522, and you can schedule a tour, and then we can kind of go through all the process that has to take place, and then we can get you moved in if that's what you choose.
Okay. Any questions, Brent?
No, I don't think so. The questions I had just got answered.
Yeah,
So.
and with the snow and everything, this is the time, because you don't have to scoop, you don't have to worry about nothing. You can just look outside and enjoy the warmth inside, and we've got a lot of Christmas things going on, a lot of activities that are going on. 3 meals a day, healthy meals. You don't have to be lonely. There's a lot of the reasons you should be living at Off-Broadway.
Protocol still the same for coming in and visiting?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So we ask that you come through the front door so you can see what zone we're in, transmission rate we're in per the CDC ICAP guidelines. And right now we are in mask in the hallways. But just There's no check-in or anything. Just come through the front door that will say what you have to do. So,
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Pretty simple. So, and then we just ask that if you're visiting and you don't feel good, please, please, please don't come in. If you've been exposed to COVID, please consider that as well. We don't, with the holidays, everybody's together and you might think it's allergies. We just request that maybe stay home for a couple of days, or give your family a phone call or
Right.
your friend a phone call and say, it's more understanding. So
Certainly watch your temperature and so
Yep.
forth. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, you might think it's just the sniffles, but it could be worse than that. And we sure don't with the flu. You just don't know what it is. So,
Okay. So Christmas is coming. Will you be back in again before
Yep.
Christmas? Jody going to come with you? Is she upset with me for some reason?
Nope. She had to stay back in the office, but I'm sure she'll be next week.
Okay.
So,
Is it the hot tub thing, do you think?
you know what? I think it might be.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I should back off on that.
Yeah.
But I have other fish to fry now.
Worry about your cats,
Yes.
maybe? Okay.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a phone call before the show's over. I think I might need some legal counsel on this.
Yep. Nope. That sounds good. So, but yeah, so if you are in need of an apartment for assisted living or independent, 55 years and older, we're the place for you. Just give us a call and we'll start the process. If you're looking for some part-time work, either maintenance or cook, or you're an RN, we would love to have you give us a call.
Okay. I think a lot of times when people have legal troubles and it's costing them a lot for legal advice, a part-time job would come in handy.
Yep. You
Maintenance
could
or
work
something like that.
evenings for us, Dave, to pay for that. I think that is fantastic.
Hold on. I was thinking about
Do you really want Dave as a handyman at Off-Broadway?
It would be fun.
You better think about.
It'd be entertaining.
Yeah, you may have to hire another handyman to fix the things that Dave tries to
I did
fix.
not say that, Dave.
Well, if I fixed a sink upstairs, you might have a flood downstairs. Anyway.
Well, what my understanding is, you'd probably open up the hot tub,
Yes, I would.
the whirlpool door, and flood the place.
Well, here's the thing. If you can't find me as a part-time maintenance man, you know where to find me.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks, Jessica.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick time out here on The Breakfast Show.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681.
9:18.
Who's there?
It's coming for your soybean fields.
It's pigweed!
The pigweed! It's everywhere!
Oh no! My soybean fields! Run!
Yes, run to keeppigweedaway.com and protect your fields with a layered residual herbicide program from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Oh, boy. I'll get that one. Do we have some more live reads?
A few, yeah. You want me to do one right now?
Well, I could do one, too. One thing we want to make a note of here, when we get Rick Nelson back in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably Friday, I'm guessing.
I think Friday. We want to ask him about nuclear fusion, because there was a big news story this morning on it. They think they might have it handled. They've been trying since the 50s to make nuclear fusion work. And the U.S. Energy Secretary is planning to announce a big breakthrough today.
Oh.
Yeah. They've been trying to figure it out since the 1950s. It's basically how the sun makes energy, and unlike nuclear power that we use now, this kind doesn't generate radioactive waste.
Oh, nice.
Could it power our cars, our blenders anytime soon? Still got to figure that out, but I think Rick Nelson would probably have some ideas on that.
Okay.
Did you hear about fireworks being able to be shot off for the next for New Year's Eve?
I heard that. Yeah.
Loud and Proud fireworks will be open this holiday season. They'll open up the 29th of December through the 31st from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. east of Subway. Now, let Loud and Proud fireworks help you spice up your New Year's party a little bit. It's kind of cool when, if you have a clear, star-filled sky on New Year's Eve night, shooting up fireworks, celebrating the upcoming New Year. Great way to do it. And they have a complete line. Stop by and see what they have beginning December 29th. And we're going to be asking you folks to do us a favor. When you go buy your fireworks there for the holiday, for New Year's celebration, tell them the Breakfast Show sent you.
There you go. Yeah, be loud and proud about it.
That's right.
Tell them the Breakfast Show sent you. Hey, did you know that this is the third Thursday of the month this week?
Seems impossible.
It does, yeah. December 1st was a Thursday, so here we are the 15th, and it's already the third Thursday. And they always celebrate that at Rustic and Red in Cozad. Their third Thursday celebration for December coming up this Thursday with very special guest Amy Hayner, who will be singing Christmas songs up in their beautiful loft area from 5 to 7 on Thursday. Grab your friends and head to Rustic and Red. Now, the store will be open 10 to 7 Thursday. Sales will run all day. The sipping always starts at 4. They'll have giveaways during the day, some holiday treats to enjoy as well. But most of all, they will create a wonderful time for you and your friends. So come on out and celebrate the third Thursday of December at Rustic and Red in Cozad.
Now, there is a solution to you and I's most current problem. Since you have purchased a whole bunch of the regular ice melt, the non-pet friendly type, go to Circle V Stitch and Post and have some little shoes made for our cats. And they can have their initials on them. And I think Velma would be able to do that. Little kitty shoes with their names on them. She can do just about anything with embroidery.
Well, it sounds to me like the owner of the cats, there's your solution. Why would it be my responsibility to fit the feet of your cats? That would be your responsibility so that you wouldn't have to worry about where your cats wandered off to when they leave your premises.
At least you could do is help me measure their feet.
Okay, I'll come over and do that after work tonight.
I'd rather have you hold them.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Hold their little paws for us to measure. Anyway, Velma can do all sorts of things for different sports. Of course, things like volleyball, bowling, rodeo, softball, thinking ahead. And school letter jackets can look great when Velma embroiders on those for you. Gifts for Christmas. She has a lot of gift ideas at her store, which is located north of Broken Bow on 43920 Paulson Road. And she would really love to have you stop by. Give Velma a call and, get your creation started. It's always a little bit better when it's personalized, and with embroidery, it just looks really sharp. 308-872-6173. And stop in and see Velma. She carries all sorts of last-minute gifts for Christmas. And you'll look like a king or a queen as a gift giver if you shop at Velma's. Merry Christmas from Velma. They like to thank everybody who ordered from her this year. Your business is appreciated, and thanks for shopping local. That comes from Velma at Circle V Stitching Post. She's been doing this a long time and doing a great job.
All right. Hey, make sure you're at Sylvester's this Friday night because you will be the star. Thunder Karaoke is back. Speaking of thunder, did you hear the thunder last night?
I did not.
You did not?
No.
That was weird. Mid-December thunder. Anyway, grab your friends to enjoy Thunder Karaoke at Sylvester's. Pull them up on stage and perform for everybody in attendance. We all know that song you sing out loud in the car, so now you can hop up on stage and sing it with your friends at Sly's. Thunder Karaoke Friday night from 9 to 1. This Friday night, karaoke at Sylvester's in Broken Bow. It's all happening at the Quiet Little Place
That rocks!
Sylvester's, Broken Bow.
Come to think about it, I think boots, little kitty boots would be better. Velma would be real comfortable with boots, and it would protect their paws a little bit more and further up their legs.
Well, as the owner of the cats, you should consider that. There's the solution to your problem, which all of a sudden you've made my problem.
I don't think it has to be a problem. There, as John Lennon said so many times, there are no problems, only solutions.
Oh. John Lennon is the one?
Yeah.
That's where the saying came from? Was John Lennon?
Yes.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Heard the saying all the time.
As a neighbor, if we would sit together on the porch and talk, I could tell you some of these things, but we always have a conflict.
Yeah. I wonder why.
I don't know.
I wonder who initiates the conflict.
I have no idea. KC Trucking, what a good place to work. And if you want a good job right away and you have Class A or B CDL, talk to them. And if you don't have those requirements, talk to them and go get one. KC Trucking is looking for a full-time truck driver. Starting wage is $21 an hour, paid vacation, overtime opportunities, and you'll be home every night while driving the scenic central Nebraska area during the day. Call them at 870-3563, 870-3563, and leave a message. If they don't answer, they'll get back to you. And again, this job is posted on the employment page on Sandhills Express.
Oh, wow, you're dialing out. You dialing on speakerphone or through the board?
Hi, Joan.
Hi, Dave.
Oh.
Hey, we got a problem in the neighborhood.
Well, I've heard you making it a problem.
Yes. I want Joan on that.
Sweetheart.
Dave.
You don't want your cats to get sore paws, do you?
Absolutely not. No.
So when let me ask you this.
Now I'm feeling bad.
When you buy the salt to melt the ice, do you get the pet friendly?
Yes.
But our neighbors don't. So we're putting our cats in harm's way.
Well, Christmas is coming, and maybe we could just gift them with the pet friendly de-icer.
There you go. It's an idea.
Well,
I would use it if it was given to me.
Joan, that would cost extra money.
Well, it would be less than having their feet tended to by the vet.
Well, I don't even want to know what the vet bill is, period. So no, we don't want to add to that. So you actually want to buy Brent and Shelley pet friendly ice melt. Then we're going to have to buy it for the whole neighborhood.
Well, I would imagine. Well, we'll think about that.
You think
maybe the cats will just stay closer to home during the winter.
I would think.
Well, I think they're lured over there somehow.
They are inquisitive.
Yeah. Well, all right. You weren't much help, Joan.
I'm sorry, David. I don't.
What I like is
you'll work it out with Brent. It'll be fine.
As I listen to Joan, it almost like Joan is taking on the whole thinking of, well, they're kind of our responsibility, Dave. So
I don't like where this is going.
Appreciate that.
I don't like the way this is headed. The show's over. It's 9:29.
Well, what I don't like is actually you're making me feel guilty now. Honestly, I'm starting to feel terrible. So what's going to happen? It's going to get icy tomorrow.
I know.
I'm not going to put the ice melt out and risk injury to myself because I'm worried about your cats now.
Well, you should be. Are you still there, Joan?
Oh, yes, I was just listening.
I'll see you later, Joan.
Okay, goodbye.
Let's have some pecan pie for breakfast.
Well, there's plenty here, so indulge.
We could share it with the neighbors, but I don't think we're going to have enough money to even eat after we buy everybody pet-friendly salt. Take care.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Never in a million years did I think when I went to the store yesterday to get some ice melt, because I got caught without any last week, and it wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
It was bad, and so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to let this happen again. So I go to the store feeling like I'm doing the responsible thing, getting some ice melt, and now it's turned into this. Unbelievable.
Oh, I forgot to ask my wife if she'd come give me a ride to town. Joan, if you're still listening, I'll call you later.
give you a ride into town.
No, you probably have some sort of toxic cleaner in your car. I don't know if
Well, I did. Trust me, I don't think any of the ice melt spilled out on the floor of the car. Honestly, I'll even look to make sure that, and I